Welcome back everyone. So this morning we're starting the ceiling. I've put down some plastic, protect the floor. Welcome back everyone. So this morning we're starting the ceiling. I've put down some plastic, protect the floor, and we're going to start the parquet floor, Billy. Come on, wake up. Welcome back everyone. So this morning we're starting the ceiling. I've put down some plastic, protect the parquet floor, and we're going to start with repairing the cracks. So there's not too many cracks on this ceiling, but when you do look up, you see quite a few of them. And we're going to repair the worst ones, but not all of them, because we want to retain some character. It's an old chateau, and we don't want it perfect. So I'm using the sharp chisel, and essentially you just start on one of the cracks and you just drag it along, slowly opening it up so you can get some plaster in there. And then once it's done, you brush out the dust, put in some plaster filler, wait for that to dry, give it a little sand, not too much, and the ceiling will look a lot better. So let's crack on. Yeah. It makes you wonder how these cracks appeared in the first place. And there's a bedroom upstairs, so that's it. Have a think about it. Oh. Okay, I've just discovered something incredibly interesting. Let me just try and remove a bit more of it. You can see here I've just scratched off a little bit of paint that the cornice was originally painted in like a wood effect paint. And all of the cornice would have been like that at one point. But just the cornice, not the centre of the ceiling. I also imagine, and I did suspect it, that all of the boiserie, the panelling, was also painted to look like oak, even though it's probably just chestnut. It might be oak, but there was a very fashionable thing to do in the 19th and 20th centuries to paint everything to look like wood, and that way you didn't have to polish it. And maybe if it was poor quality timber, it didn't really matter. They could paint it to look like better quality timber. So that's interesting. And in fact, the entire chateau is almost like this. Upstairs, all the bedrooms used to be like it, all the hallways. Very, very interesting. Anyway, let's open up some more cracks.
I was just curious about your room, but now that I know I'm on camera, I can't relax, so I'll let you go.
Well, you're not on camera, but they can hear you.
Alright. Bye.
Okay, I'm not leaving any of that in. More cracks, more cracks. Cracks for everyone. I'll put some music on, and I'll put it on a time lapse or something so we can get it done quicker. You don't want to watch me do this all day long. So let's crack on. For the rest of the afternoon now, what I'm going to do is just start filling all these cracks with plaster. It shouldn't take too long. I've already brushed them all out. And then in the morning, once it's dry, I will give it all a little light sand and then we'll paint the ceiling. But if I need to put more plaster in, because generally plaster does shrink, what I can do is start priming the walls instead. And then maybe later in the day tomorrow, I can give the ceiling one coat and then the next day it's second coat. And as soon as the primer is on the walls and any repairs are done, the ceiling's all painted, we're going to start the floor. We need to sand it and Osmo it 2 coats because wallpapering doesn't really make much of a mess. But when we start painting all the boiserie or paneling, what we can do is just put down a few sheets underneath. Shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time in this room because I want to get back to the convent. We're just on a side quest. All the cracks have now been plastered and the question looms, will the cracks reappear? Well, not unless people behave themselves upstairs, but rooms I have done, roughly about 10 years ago, are still perfect. So I think they're going to be fine. You may as well have noticed a few samples on the wall. They arrived by courier today. They just need approving and the actual rolls of wallpaper are then going to be printed, sent to the chateau, and then we can put them up, which is really, really exciting. So thank you everyone for watching. We're back at it tomorrow. See you then.